This is very general. Typically the deals are about 50 to 75% cash at closing and about 25 to 50% a deferred note between 6 months and 2 years. And I'm giving very wide general statements here, just so everybody realize that. And typically that earnout component or that contingency is tied to a metric, whether unit attrition or it could be a revenue metric or something of that nature. And that way, kind of the seller's skin is in the game for that transition period, because as he was mentioning, like, that is the most important part of a deal, is that transition. It is so much wrong could happen on that. But a lot of the structure depends on what's important to the seller. If the seller's market rate, if we're talking to a seller, we do a valuation, we're like, you're worth around $2 million. Like that is a solid number. That's what you would get. And they're like, I want $3 million. We might just tell them to kick dirt then, but no, I'm kidding. But we would then say, okay, well, if you're gonna be asking for something a little bit unrealistic, then a buyer's likely gonna win then on the structure. So they might say, okay, we can stretch and get to the 3 million, but we're only gonna put 30% down. And the other 70%, we're gonna get to that 3 million over 2 or 3 years. Or the other way around, if a seller's like, I really wanna get cash down at closing, I really need an extra $1 million to build my yacht or to go retire on the beach, they're willing to take a little hair, a discount on the total purchase price, but they might get all cash at closing or close to that.